there's like a bag of pretzels in there. It's like, who be eating them shits?
Well, the pretzel stick, as we
As
said.
I just established, me.
The pretzel stick
You don't
is
like
good.
pretzels?
You like pretzels?
Bro, pretzels
What?
are elite.
I like warm pretzels that you dip in like mustard or something like that. Like at a
Those
ball.
are outstanding as well.
Like regular hard.
Yeah, you don't like pretzels?
These shits are horrible.
With
Oh,
What?
what a
Salt?
that's
That's
like
crazy.
pretzels?
Oh, I hope you get clowned for this.
Welcome back to Macrodosing. It is Tuesday. It's April 16th. Hope you got your taxes in. Tax day was yesterday, or your extension. Shout out Extension Gang. If you know, you know.
Saw you sprinting out of here to go send something.
Yep, filed the extension. Got to send a check with the extension too.
Wait, so you
If you owe money, you have to
got to give them some upfront?
give them what you think you're going to end up paying up
What?
front.
So then what's the point of the extension?
So you can take your time.
He
filing
got a lot of
taxes.
money, bro. That's what he's saying, fam. He
No,
got a
but
lot of money. He got a lot of expenses. He got a lot of shit going in different places. I feel you. I extend every year, fam.
Yeah, I'm a Republican now after doing my taxes today. So
That's
A lot of people are.
I can register and vote for Billy. But no, you have to send a check in, and then if you overpay in the check that you send, you get money back from them when you actually file.
Oh, I didn't know.
But if you don't pay as much when you file the extension, if you end up owing money, then you can get penalized for that, and you have to pay more money later.
Shocking
Yeah. So
they would take more of your money.
they take interest if you underpay. But if the government owes you money, then you don't have to send them shit. You just automatically get an extension, and then you can get your money from the government at whatever time.
It's Mark
And
Cuban's
then they
favorite
get
day of the year
interest-free
today.
loan from you.
Yeah, then you're essentially giving them a loan. All right, we're back. We got a lot to get to today. Want to talk a little bit more about some of these secret formulas, and we'll wrap up what we started last week. And just a little housekeeping for this week here. We're going to record early. We're recording on Tuesday. Episode's going to come out on Thursday, regular time. We have a very special guest lined up that wants to talk to us about cyber warfare.
Great guest.
Great guest.
I'm excited to talk to this guest.
He or she might work in this office. He or she might be very vocal about the dangers of cyber hacking and cyber warfare. So we'll let you guys put that together.
I will be missing that episode. I apologize in advance. I am playing in there's an LPGA Pro-Am that I committed to a long time ago. That usually falls on a Tuesday, and we got to record on a Tuesday. So,
Ooh.
my
We
bad.
got Ariana Foster playing in the LPGA.
Right, man. You know, I don't.
How are you
Without
shooting? You
Wait,
already
did you
played one round,
identify
right?
differently?
What, bro?
How are you playing the LPGA?
Shut up, bro. What did you say, PFT?
It's a pro-am, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Wait. What?
anyone can play in a pro-am, Billy.
You play with
A woman could
The
play in a
professionals.
PGA Pro-Am.
Oh, okay.
you play with them for like 9
Okay.
holes. They'll switch you out with a professional.
Billy almost had a hell of a
He said, do
talking
you-
point.
He said, "Do you identify differently?" Fuck up.
How'd you
I
shoot?
didn't-
Today, I shot well, bro. Today was a different joint, but today, like we won the scramble. We won the scramble. I'm talking about we had an eagle putt on there. I was bombing it, bro. I'm talking about like throwing darts. My game, I'm happy where my game at right now. Like very happy.
Love it. I was looking online today. I think I'm going to order one of those clubs that does the swinging for you. I think they're meant for disabled people to be able to
Yes,
enjoy golf.
bro. Yeah.
But it's got like, you know, in No Country for Old Men, how Javier Bardem has that cattle thing that he puts on the dude's forehead, and it uses like compressed air
Oh, the
to
cattle,
like shoot a bolt.
the air
it's-
gun.
It's got that type of technology,
Yeah.
but it's in the club face of the driver. And so you just step up there, you select how far you want it to go, you press a button, and it just shoots your golf ball out. Yeah, I think I'm going to get one of those and just play full rounds using that.
It is sick.
I'm going to get awesome at golf this year.
Would you enjoy that?
I was thinking about that. I think I would, because you still have to aim, and you have to
So,
like select your
barely.
yardage.
There was a hole today, right? Because it's actually really dope. Today's tournament it's called the Innocence Project, and what they do is like a group of lawyers, and they bang for people who are wrongly convicted. And so we got to speak to like a bunch of people today who were in jail for like 20, 30 years that had to fight for the innocence and lawyers that was working on that. So like there's a whole bunch of people in jail still and that were there that were actually innocent. So that's what the golf tournament was raising money for that. It was really dope. But they had a hole there where they shot. It was like you can pay $20, you can get a free birdie, and you shoot an air cannon at the green. And that shit was fun, dog. I ain't gonna lie. We did that shit. I paid the 20 and we did that shit. It was fun.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
It's fun. We ended up being like 18, I think 18 under though.
That's pretty good.
But we were ball. It was legit too. We was ball. I got a couple of homies that I played with that was actually balling.
Yeah, Arian's about to be like it consistently in the 70s.
Yeah, that's facts. That's facts. By end of the year, I think so.
That rocks. We do have one thing we got to get to before we jump back into the secret formulas, and that's Billy has a press conference here that he's about to leave for. So I'm going to let Billy talk to you about what his press conference is for. I know that you issued a hell of a statement last week on X. Join the conversation where it all happens.
I don't know if I can do that yet. It's still Twitter to me.
Yeah, I know.
I will never, ever not call it Twitter.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's dig our heels on this one. Let's do that. They verified me the other day. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, they gave a bunch of former.
Yeah, they just woke up. I woke up and I got on Twitter and I looked at my mentions. It was like, hey, you're a blah blah blah. We wanna verify you. And I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, they've been giving the blue checks back to anyone that had them before, I think.
Yeah,
or most
which is
people
so
have.
funny.
I feel a little ripped off
because you never had it, Billy. But I feel funny because he had a whole like diatribe about why the legacy blue checks. You know what I'm saying? And then I don't know, man. That's a funny dude. You know,
he changed his mind a lot depending on the dosage of ketamine that he's on at any given time. He's liable to change the rules. It's always an adventure on
I paid for
X.
the check mark. I paid for the check mark when that whole thing was happening. The fact that they gave it back, like I feel like I spent all that money for nothing.
Yeah,
they gave it back to you?
Money. No, I paid for it when they took away everyone's because I was like, well,
you're a sucker. That's why.
Not because I'm a sucker, because like interactions are kind of our job.
Sucker, man. That's why.
I'm not. That's why I'll keep calling it Twitter as protest. So it's not X.
There you go. Stand on business, Billy.
Yeah.
10 toes down.
They're gonna start
I was
charging
10 toes
new
down.
users,
So
too.
guess like I'm 10 toes down right now.
New segment alert. 10 toes down.
I'm 10 toes down with Jim Toes. If you haven't been on Twitter,
Jim Toes down.
Yeah. His new slogan should just be Jim Toes, 10 toes down.
yeah, well, Jim Toes and I are uniting because in the middle of the night, two random unconnected civilians challenged, unconnected with the government, unconnected with the state, unconnected with any party committee, challenged all of our existence on the ballot, except one guy. So think about this. Someone filed, and I got served a stack of papers that was obviously a coordinated, trying to ballot block every single candidate except one who they've already sponsored. Like basically Mike LaPetrie is trying to rig this primary so that there is no primary. He's challenged everyone off the ballot. There's no actual connection between him and these individuals, but it's pretty outright. It's completely serving, and it's.
I like how you're on your Trump shit and you called him Mike LaPetrie dish.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's good.
I
like it.
He's dirty. He's dirty. It's a dirty tactic.
Dirty.
Basically,
a lot of bacteria in that petri dish.
A lot of bacteria,
Facts,
dude.
bro.
A lot of swamp bacteria, dude. The guy. No, the swamp is here.
Yeah.
I'm seeing it in front of my face, and I'm actually getting super pessimistic about democracy in this country because what they did was we cleared the state elections committee. We cleared any federal requirements. We had one of the highest counts, and so we were good. Like we didn't but then two random individuals, and I can't say their names out loud, but
nah, don't do that.
I can't, but they literally random individuals who supposedly have no connection to any sorts of large resourceful committees in the area challenged us, and were able to put together So I then
Wait,
contacted
time
the
out.
other.
You got served with papers that you have to? These are legal papers?
Well, basically challenging the ballot, challenging my
Well, a
position on
lot
the
of time, I
ballot.
don't know if you've ever been in court before, but when people serve you, they don't have anything to do with
No,
they're
no. So,
runners.
so yes. So the person who gave me the papers was basically a FedEx guy.
Yeah, like they're runners. They're the
Yes,
people
I
when you get
know. I know
served, they just
that.
doing their job. They just doing their job.
I know.
So
I know. And I have
I don't
nothing.
want you to pop off on a dude serving you
No, no. I
papers.
didn't pop off on a random dude, but the objector, the specifications of objection were signed by someone who has no position anywhere. He's random. He totally by himself went through probably over 20,000 signatures submitted by the candidates, except Mike LaPetrie's, and decided that all of them should be kicked off. So we looked at basically, I submitted, and this is after we did our own self-check for bad signatures. We submitted 2,200 signatures that we had verified. Okay, it matches up. They objected to 1,500 of them. By basically, most of the objections are totally arbitrary, and they did this to every single candidate except Mike LaPetrie. So look,
couldn't you go through the list and say this person is valid, this person's valid? Can't you just check that?
Yeah, how do you validate?
We did that.
Most
did
your
that.
signatures on camera, right? Like you got a lot of jumps on camera. Like,
yeah, exactly. So, but not 12,000. But basically, we're gonna have to fight this in court. I'm still on the ballot for now. It's going to be expensive. We're a grassroots campaign. All the candidates are grassroots campaigns, and we're going to fight this as much as we can. I'm going to have a press conference with Jim Toes. Like Jim Toes and I are like, what's the Avengers thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're uniting against, because literally this is unprecedented. And if it might be, and allegedly, knocking on wood will not keep me out of court, but there's something more to this, because it is not cut and dry how this is all shaked out. The fact that two random individuals who may have been, and you really be careful here. I cannot say what I want to say, but
I thought we were calling out the swamp.
Yeah, but I don't want to.
The swamp has come to Syosset, brother. You got to call them out.
No, basically, realistically, the GOP.
Fuck those motherfuckers.
Okay, the Nassau County GOP committee has done an active, is trying to stop the primary from occurring and let voices be heard, actual democracy occur in their district, because they want their chosen one to go to the next, unelected, be the Republican primary nominee. It's complete. It's like the fact that it's been so blatant, and no one's called them out on this before, because no one's had the time, resources, or platform to be like, hey, this is total BS and not technically legal. It's kind of unconstitutional to block ballot access from individuals by just straight up.
So what's so what's the process? Okay, so they serve you, they challenging your signatures. How do you prove that they are legitimate signatures?
Well, we're going to have to go to court. We're going to have to prove each signature is the person who it's a ridiculously long, and honestly, it's a legal process that literally has nothing to do with democracy. And a lot of the signatures. So what we saw is that it might be, a lot of their objections might be unconstitutional. And there's there's a court case happening right now that we might join in on about how they got them off. But I really just need to get more light to this issue, because, this is going to be my time in politics, just exposing how terrible of a situation, and like powers that be that are not letting good people get on the ballot to ensure that.
So wait, hold on. It was
yes.
What did you do to ensure that you validified the signatures that you got?
We eliminated signatures that were from out of the district. We made sure that people's addresses were in the right form, so that if they submitted, like, they put their signature, they write their name, they write their address, and then you don't have to have them write what town they're in, because there's only 4 towns. So we did is found their address, found the exact town that they're in, and then put it in, which is like a weird, like, thing you have to do, and it's specific to New York. So we just made sure everything was good. Like if there was any illegible names that weren't signatures, we just made sure they all looked good and were readable. And, we sent them in and they were fine with the state elections board and everything. But then just randomly, these two individuals at the last moment of being able to challenge these. So now, like, for example, no one can challenge Mike LaPetrie's signatures because the window is closed.
The window's supposed to challenge his signatures.
Right.
But
so basically, if you wanted to say the Nassau County GOP, I don't think I can legally say that these two individuals are acting on
So we won't say that.
We're not going to say that they're acting on behalf of the Nassau County GOP, but the Nassau County GOP is basically allowing a situation where a primary doesn't occur because of random individuals who, may or may not have any connection to them, and basically not allowing a primary to happen because they don't want it to happen, because hypothetically they might not even want to win this seat back.
So they're challenging your shit, but you have the opportunity to say, no, these signatures are valid. Just because they challenge it doesn't mean that you're kicked off the ballot.
Well, the thing is, the reason I'm bringing, we're going to fight it, but the other candidates who've been kicked off, who have tons of signatures that they've also collected, they're probably not going to be able to have the resources to fight it. So I'm going to have a press conference because, look, these individuals can still withdraw these signatures if we put enough public pressure. That's where we're going with this, because it's ridiculous that these well-meaning individuals who don't have huge institutional backing, who've gotten these signatures, and I've seen their signature elimination. Some people submitted way more signatures than I, but it's an arbitrary process which allows them to throw out whatever signature they deem unworthy for a variety of different reasons. And for example, like LaPetrie's signatures might be worse than all of ours, but it wasn't a uniform checking by whoever deemed this.
So everybody against Buddy got to go to court to prove their signatures except for him?
Yes.
How many people running against him right now?
There's 4 of us who are going to deliver a joint statement.
Really?
And then there's 5. So I've assembled all the other candidates because, like, they all had signatures they submitted. All their signatures were, from what they thought valid as well. So it's how the establishment ensures and look, hypothetically, everything that happened may have been legal, but that doesn't mean it's right. Like countless of things have been legal across history, and it doesn't mean it's right.
So if you're frustrated with Mike LaPetrie and you want to advocate for Billy, it'd be a real shame if every time he posted on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, at the Mike LaPetrie, that's Mike LIPETRI, it'd be a real shame if people were to just spam his replies with pictures of Billy football. That would be a shame. I don't want that to happen. I want to be very clear.
L what? Say that one more time.
Okay, it's at. I want to make sure that people know which page to not go to.
Yeah, because you don't want to just spam anybody.
It's L.
No, it's at the Mike LIPETRI.
And you know what?
The Mike LaPetrie. And if his replies just turn into a cesspool of Billy memes, I don't think that's not what we're trying to accomplish here. So don't do that. Don't think I'm just reading some of his replies right now as examples of what not to do. Somebody saying, how much can you even bench, bro? Can you throw a clean spiral? Do you have the dedication to coach Ugandans in American football? Clearly not. You were a cookie cutter politician. Another person says, how come you can't bench 225? Another person says, we want Bill Cotter for Congress. Another person says, Mike LaPussy. Don't say that. Stop saying that about him.
Yeah.
I may have viable information that he's not even Italian. I may have that information, but I'm not going to release it.
Mike Fugazi?
Look,
and his beard is trash, bro.
I'm just
meddling
saying,
Mike.
Meddling Mike. Meddling Mike
is what people are saying.
Some
it's
people,
sad.
There's rumors, and I can't, allegedly, that he might not actually even be Italian. He may be French. I'm just.
So he changed it from LE to LI.
Look, I'll say no more. I don't want to end up in a.
You have said too much already.
Yeah, but
they can't sue me. I'm in Texas. Fuck this dude.
All right, yeah, meddling Mike, get out of town, bro.
Meddling Mike LaPetri dish.
Let Billy run. Billy, good luck.
I just let people cook. You know what I'm saying? I'm not endorsing Billy. I'm just saying let people cook, bro. Why are you scared?
What are they afraid of?
You
do they no like? But
the
honestly,
comb over, bro.
He has the backing of the he was endorsed by the Nassau County GOP committee, and he has. By the way, check his FEC filings. He's only raised $52 in Q1.
Really?
So, which is weird.
Interesting.
There's something weird going on. If you look at every other candidates, they reported their FEC filings. His filings do not really reflect like an actual. I'm just. There's a lot of smoke, and I'm not saying there's fire, but there's a lot of smoke.
Okay, but well, thank you for your service to democracy.
It's just honestly, this is an issue that isn't just happening because I'm not only mad about this because it's my race. Like, look, this has been a very stressful endeavor. Like running for Congress is very hard and it's very time consuming. And if I get off this, like I'm going to still battle for this, but I get a lot of my time. Like I don't have to do this, but I feel that this is a problem that needs to be raised because this issue is throughout the nation and impacting millions of voters. Their voices will not be heard in the primary because of a lot of individuals who are trying to ensure that the establishment candidates win. This is how the swamp happens. This is how well-meaning Americans' voices aren't being heard in Congress. As I hope to be a new generation of transparent politicians, this is the type of stuff that we need to beat in order to get to that point where we can point at our elected officials and be like, you know what? I love our country again. I have confidence in the American dream because people up there are well-meaning and want to make America is great for everyone as they can.
This is Mr. Smith Goes to Washington again. Billy's going to give a hell of a filibuster on the House floor at some point about creatine.
Well, we should be putting creatine in water instead of fluoride.
Hold on, see.
I'm going to raise that.
You're not going to win like this. You're not going to win like this. It's not backed by any science, Billy.
Putting creatine in the water as opposed to fluoride?
Yes, it's not backed by
I think there's a lot of science that backs up how good creatine is for you. I think more than
Buddy,
fluoride.
You are not going to convince the general public to put creatine in their water. Focus
maybe just a little.
Bro. Focus on the main thing, bro. You're trying to. You know what
I got to get to this. I can't be
radical Billy. That's a radical Billy for Congress.
Like. Radical Billy wants to put creatine in the water.
Fuck, man.
No, that was. But I have to go to this press conference, meet up with my fellow candidates, and deliver this message in front of the Nassau County GOP. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I might get sucker punched by some goon that is anonymous and not acting on any orders from any large bodies.
You'll fuck
him
up. You'll fuck him up, Billy. You can handle yourself.
I mean,
I wish this is my
only Mike LaPetri at Rough and Rowdy was happening.
No, dude. Actually, yeah. Mike, I'm actually gonna challenge him at the press conference after everything's over.
No, don't do that. Focus on the politics first if you're really trying to win, dog.
You should also challenge him to a fight, though.
I will. Well, dueling is illegal. It is illegal.
Not a duel. Just be like, I will beat you up.
No, there's like legal precedent to say that someone's trying to initiate duels if they threaten violence against another candidate.
No, you can just be like in a boxing ring, in a sanctioned boxing match.
Yeah, we might have to go because this is getting out of hand. I mean, the thing is, in the middle of the night, at the last second, two individuals with zero,
yeah, we get it. It's bad. I understand. Middle of the night, no connection. Who knows what's going on? Go to your press conference, Billy.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Send us a link to watch it.
I don't know if it's going to be tough. You know what? I'll live stream it. I got a guy. Well, he'll live stream from my Instagram.
Guy.
All right. But I don't have those types of guys. I don't have guys who do stuff in the middle of the night to stop democracy.
You have good guys.
You should get one of those guys, though.
Yeah.
No, All right. Thank you guys so much.
I'll ride for you, Billy.
This might be the last time I put on. This might be the last time I put on this suit. But
no.
Thank you all for the ride, for sticking around.
It ain't over, man.
Get through this.
Fight.
It's not over.
Fight,
it's not
Billy.
over.
Fight.
I'm gonna fight. But I need more money to fight because legal bills stack up. So we might be getting some merch going soon. Just stay tuned, guys.
Billy, what if it was your own campaign's attorney that filed this motion just so he would make more money off you when you had to fight in court?
No, because I know the names of the guys who did it.
Okay.
That is actually no.
Who stands to gain? Attorneys.
Oh man.
All right. Good luck, Billy.
Thanks, guys.
See you. If you are a campaign attorney in New York and would like to offer some time pro bono, I don't know how that works, the campaign finance and all that stuff, but if you want to advise Billy.
It looks like this guy is a lawyer.
Oh, is it?
Mike LaPetrie.
Is he really?
I just asked he went to Albany Law School, and he's the same age as my brother. My brother's friend went there, so I asked if he knew him.
Wait, is this the same Mike LaPetrie that's on Twitter as at the Mike LaPetrie, LIPETRI?
That's him, yeah.
Okay. All right, interesting.
That's him.
All right, well, good. We got the Billy campaign talk out of the way, and he's gone. I love that Billy he's basically doing this like a book report where he's learning about the political system by actually running for office.
It's Schoolhouse Rock, but he's the Bill.
Schoolhouse Jock. Yeah. Arian, I appreciate how supportive you're being of Billy. I like to fight. I like to see him fight.
Oh, I'm not supportive. I don't hope he wins, but I like him. I like him calling the shit out. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna gas him, but I like him calling that shit out because he's correct. There's a whole bunch of crooked ass shit that goes on. That shit, that's small beans what actually goes on. You know what I'm saying? All the lobbying and all that. I mean, just think about it, bro. It's crazy.
Yep. All right. Well, Arian, we're gonna do cyber warfare for. I guess you're not gonna be here this week. My bad. But we've got.
I mean, it's again not my fault, not your fault.
Yeah.
Things happen.
The way this week shook out, because we're doing the Barstool Film Festival.
Yeah.
Where we have 48 hours, 47 hours. And the way it's shaken out is that we have to give up some time on Wednesday and Thursday. We normally tape on Wednesday, so we have to tape a day early.
You know what? How about this? I'm self-disciplining myself. Give me a topic, and if Maddie and Mac are cool, or just one of them, whatever the case may be, I'll research a topic, and I'll make it fun, and I'll do a whole little solo episode like you did with Billy that one time on a Wednesday.
Okay.
Cool.
You didn't have to do that. You just
but
yourself.
I feel bad because I've been having a lot go on. You know what I'm saying? Like been a lot going on. I've missed a couple episodes here and there, so I want to give back to the pod. You know?
Okay. All right, but well, maybe you brainstorm too, and something that you're hot about, and we'll think of some topics too.
Okay.
If you want to do that, that'd be awesome. I'm sure the listeners would appreciate that.
And we can get Buddy on it too, our researcher.
Yep.
Perfect. All right.
We'll get Mike on it.
Perfect.
All right. So we got more stuff to talk about with secret formulas. If you want to.
I want to talk to Arian about something real quick. First.
Yeah. Go on.
These gummy bears that you were on and on about.
Ooh, I don't like how you set it up, but talk to me, doggy.
So first of all, I apparently ordered a 5-pound bag.
You ordered a big ass bag.
They must be cheap as hell. It was like $10. So I was like, oh, this must be I actually thought, I was like, wow, these are kind of expensive, a bag for $10. And then I went to my little, Amazon thing where you type in the code and get your package, and it was a huge box. I thought this was the gummy bears. And I opened it, and I was like, I have a picture. I held it up next to my head. So I bought a 5-pound bag, and I started eating them, and I wrote some notes down. So I ranked every flavor. Okay. So purple, good.
Okay.
Light blue, good.
Okay.
Dark blue, mid.
Okay.
Pink, mid. Red, bad.
Okay.
Clear, in all caps, very bad. Light green, mid. Dark green, bad. Yellow, mid. Orange, good. So there were 3 goods, 1, 2, 3, 4 mids, Two bads and a very bad.
So the clear one, is that supposed to be pineapple?
I think so. I didn't write down. Yeah, it was some sort of something like that.
Do you think they put the bad ones in there to make the good ones taste better?
Could be. Also, too many flavors going on in there.
It is a lot of flavors.
Give me 6.
How
Give
many-
me 6 that you do well.
There are 2 greens and then 2 blues.
Correct.
Yeah, that's too many
A
colors.
red and a pink also.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like. I think
I like the red and the pink. I don't know about the 2 blues and the 2 greens though.
I think the perfect amount of flavors for any candy like that is probably 5.
Yeah, give me a handful that you do well. I don't need 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a bean, man. I don't know that I've ever compartmentalized my gummy bears like that. I think I've always just taken a handful and just started chomping. I don't think.
I started doing that, and then I was getting hints of the bad ones, and I was like, I need to identify which of these are not good.
Okay.
But I've got 4 1-pound Ziploc bags of gummy bears for you when you're here in a couple weeks. So
I'm gonna fuck it up. I'm 1,000% gonna fuck it up.
I got plenty for you.
I think the perfect flavors for gummy bears are you get a red, you get a purple, you get a green, you get a blue, and you get a yellow. And that should be it.
I'd be fine with that.
End of story. And it's hard to fuck up if you only do 5 flavors.
Should red be strawberry or cherry?
Red should be cherry.
See, this I'm pretty sure was cherry, and it wasn't good.
Yeah, sometimes the cherry's too sweet.
I don't know that this was too sweet. It was just, there were just several that weren't that good. They need to reduce the flavors.
Yeah.
They're throwing 5 pitches right now. You don't need 5 pitches. You need 2 pitches that you throw really well.
You need some out pitches. Yeah, I think every time I've had candy, if it's a purple and it's flavored as grape, I don't believe that there's actually grape flavor in purple candy. Purple is a flavor. It's become a flavor in the candy world, but it doesn't taste anything like grape. Like if you've ever eaten a grape,
that is true.
Comparing the flavor of the fruit, the grape, to the purple flavor in candy is night and day. They're completely different.
Strawberry
flavor
flavored
profiles.
shit doesn't taste like strawberries. None of it does.
But
probably
I know
the closest is probably orange.
I'd say the closest is
hell
green.
no.
Closest is green.
To what, like lime?
Lime, yeah.
Most orange, these orange gummy bears, it was orange.
It didn't
Yeah,
taste like
real
orange.
orange.
Big T.
That's the so y'all think lime?
I don't think any of them taste like any of the fruits that they are originated from.
I agree for the most part, but the closest in my experience, my lived
I think you just
experience.
see orange and you think orange and you're like, I taste orange. I think it's more of a
I
that's
guess.
that's more of a placebo effect. It doesn't
But I
actually
mean,
taste
you
like
see
orange.
every color.
If they actually had a grape
True.
flavor in the
But,
purple
like-
candies, people would be like, this is disgusting. This doesn't taste like purple.
I would say purple probably tastes more aligned with the color than orange. Because purple's like, what is that? Like velvet? Like, what is that shit that they have? Lavender?
Lavender?
I've ever had like
grape?
lavender ice cream. That actually tastes like
That's some liberal ice cream.
Yeah.
you never had lavender ice cream?
That's liberal ice cream.
I'm trying to remember where I was that had that, and I got angry about it.
Yeah, I know the type of ice cream store you're talking about, the kind that has like olive oil and sea salt flavored ice creams. Yeah,
Yeah, it should be
that's some lib
bomb.
shit.
Because this place that I was at, they didn't have any, there was no vanilla. It was like, our vanilla is actually infused with lilac and all this shit. And I was like, come on.
Cut the shit.
Come on.
Well, these are bad takes, man. I don't know. What's conservative ice cream?
Well, you know what I'm saying.
Vanilla, chocolate,
He said, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
normal flavors.
Yeah, normal.
Cut the shit, man. You know what I'm talking about.
I had a great breakfast on Sunday that I just want to talk about real quick because as we've said on the show, you can fuck up a brunch. Sometimes the French toast tries to do too much.
Again, same lines. It's got lavender. It's got flowers on it.
Liberal French toast.
Yep.
I want freedom toast.
Agreed.
I had such a good waffle on Sunday. Maybe, actually, no, I'm going to say it. The best waffle of my life.
Here?
Here in Chicago. And I'm always of the mindset that waffles are superior to pancakes.
By a wide margin.
Yeah. That's disputable? I mean.
Oh, there are people that argue that for sure.
Really?
And I don't understand it at all.
And don't get me wrong, I don't hate pancakes at all. I like pancakes, but waffles, different tier.
Little pockets
A pancake
of syrup?
is
What
if
do you mean?
A pancake is just if you took a waffle and took all of the airy fluffiness that makes it great and just smushed it down into a fucking little.
The personality out of a waffle, you got a pancake.
Yeah.
So I had a churro waffle on Sunday morning.
I know where this is, and I haven't been yet, but I've talked about going several times.
Big T, you have to try the churro waffle.
All right, I'll go in the next week or two.
It was delicious. It was a little crunchy, little cinnamony, a little sugary, great consistency in the waffle. So the waffle part was still soft, even though that had that crunchy element. And then instead of butter that you put on top, it was caramel and sea salt ice cream.
Okay, well, we don't need to do all that, but
it's so good. It's so good. It will change your life.
I have heard about the churro waffle place.
Yeah, you gotta get on board the churro waffle train.
What's it called?
It's about to take over the world. You want me to look it up? No free ads. No free ads. I'm gonna look it up right now, and this is a PFT endorsement.
Oh, it's called the churro waffle.
Is that what the name of the place is? I very rarely fully endorse a product on this show. 3 Cheese, great, by the way. But I'm pulling it up right now.
Yeah, I almost went here a month or two ago. Didn't end up going.
What app did I use to order this thing? I don't know. Now I'm not going to be able to find it.
It's this place. It's called the Churro Waffle.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then the Churro Waffle is fully endorsed by myself.
Now, we were just shitting on pancakes, but this place does have something that I'm intrigued by as well, which are Oreo pancakes made with Oreo pancake batter, whipped cream dusted with powdered sugar. I'd be intrigued by that.
I thought about getting
So
that,
good.
and just total transparency, what went through my head was that's going to make my poop look weird. If it's like a black pancake, that's coming out in a weird color. And I'm glad.
Are you really concerned by that?
That just occurred to me. But also, I wanted the churro waffle.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go to the Churro Waffle and
Yeah.
for the first time and get the Oreo pancakes.
I want to get another one. I might get one for breakfast tomorrow. I might do a waffle breakfast on a Tuesday. That's how much I like this place.
You said you ordered this?
Yeah.
So they delivered?
They delivered, and the consistency was great. Now, is this the same place? Because they had a wide menu. They had like chilaquiles
I'm looking
there.
at paninis. Yeah, I'm looking at all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Burgers.
Yeah.
That's kind of bold to order a waffle for delivery.
I know.
Mhm.
I'm a bold man.
Yeah.
I was very brave.
And it comes with ice cream, so.
Yeah, it's double bonus.
Yeah, it came with.
Was it
you
melted
ordered
or-
ice cream?
No, it came with.
No, I know. I'm saying you had ice cream delivered,
Yeah,
and it was fine.
it was fine.
Is this place 2 minutes from your house?
It might be magical. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing it right. So more secret recipes.
Real
Speaking
quick,
of- speaking
we
of
gotta
sweet
do.
shit, yeah.
We gotta do a rat beef update, and I feel like I'm solo on this, and that's okay.
No, I'm
You know what I'm
interested.
saying?
I
Y'all
keep
don't-
seeing stuff about it,
don't
and I
listen.
just don't. I don't
listen.
know
You
what's
don't get
going
it.
on.
Yeah, you don't get it. I understand, and so it's like it's just me. But
I heard Drake said all the hits you got from Drizzy. I know he said that.
all right, so I'm gonna break down what has happened and transpired since our last update. J. Cole released 7-minute drill against Kendrick, right? Then he had the unprecedented move of taking that shit off of it's off of all streaming platforms now. So if you hear you gotta go on YouTube and it was a rip copy, he has disassociated himself from that diss track, which is, man, that shit weak. I can't even put it. I can't even put it no other way. That shit weak as hell, dog. Like, it's the gaslighting for me. And maybe I've spoke about this part, but it's just I have to reiterate this shit. J. Cole fans are like, and I like J. Cole. This does not change his music for me, kinda. The reason why it kinda does, well, I'll still bump him, but like the reason why it kinda does is because, like, dog, you spent the latter half of the last 10 years telling me, a consumer of your product, that if a rapper comes to you, you gonna destroy him, right? The majority of his bars are like, I'll eat your favorite rapper, tell your favorite, I'm your top 10, all that, right? And when a rapper does step to you, you respond, and then it doesn't sit right with your spirit. Something ain't adding up. That don't make no sense to me. So now you got an album coming out that this last thing was promoting. It's called The Fall Off. It's supposed to come. I don't want to hear no bars about how you the better rapper. I don't want to hear a word about how you gonna eat another rapper's lunch. Because you're not. You're gonna rescind, you're gonna redact your copy of a disc. I don't get it. And like I'm saying this is the J. Cole fan. I fuck with J. Cole. But like, dog, that's the fuck is you doing? What?
Yeah, anyway. I agree with that. If that's what you built your brand on.
Yeah, bro. You the rapper's rapper.
It's disappointing to back down. And then if you come back to that old trick and you keep saying it on the next thing that you put out, even though you've gone back, something's not adding up. What do you think it is?
Famous Jay-Z line. We don't believe you. You need more people. It's not believable anymore. You didn't want the smoke. I don't know why you didn't want the smoke, but the smoke was there for you. This was a monumental moment in hip hop. Unprecedented. One of the best rappers in the game called out two of the other best rappers in the game. That shit don't happen. Everybody been holding hands for a while. It's been a good little run. And you had a chance to step into the plate and you left the stadium. I don't get it. I don't get it, man. I don't understand it, but he's kind of out of the conversation now.
So what do you think it is? What do you think could make him be backing down?
All I can think of is, I think it's one or two things that to me that's happened. And I don't know what is that. I think he honestly, genuinely doesn't like, because battle rap beef is very petty. There's a lot of gossip involved, and it's the blogs that run with it. And if you say something, the internet gets the internet and you super dig into it, and it just gets very messy, and like you can't even log on. People atting you forever. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a mess. Part of me thinks, okay, maybe he just don't want to be involved in the blogosphere. He's at a different point in his life. Like, I can relate to that because I don't like being in any kind of drama either. I kind of just stay to myself. Like, I don't have a big footprint on the internet like that. I kind of just stay to myself. Maybe that's the first part. Second part is, I think maybe he feels inferior to Kendrick. And now that's projection, right? But like, Kendrick's a beast, bro. And so when you laid your diss track and everybody was like, I mean, yeah, he was barred, but it didn't hit like that. Now you got to wait for Kendrick to hit back, and then you got to hit back to Kendrick. That's a lot. It's a lot of pressure, right? That's a lot of pressure because the eyes of hip hop are on you. And so I'm unsure. I'm unsure that's his. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, either way, I can't see me deleting what I wrote though. He took it off all streaming platforms. That song is no longer on any streaming platforms. He deleted it. Bro, his last project was called Might Delete Later, which 7 Minute Drill was on. He actually deleted the shit. So it's like, I mean, he said it. I don't know, man.
Okay, a couple things. One, do you think he knows that Kendrick might have some serious dirt on him that he's going to unearth that would make his life so much worse?
I mean, that could be the case, but it's all speculation, right? I don't know. It's just for a rapper of J. Cole's caliber, because don't get me wrong, he has a pen. He's one of the best to ever do it. I like his shit. But for a rapper of his caliber like I said, for the last 10 years, he's been calling, I'm going to rap. I can out-rap you. I can out-rap you top 10, and I'm going to eat these rappers. And that's been his shtick. That's what he raps about, because he's not like a street dude. So that's what he raps about, is other rappers. And this is your prime opportunity, and you bow out? I would like to hear his explanation. I don't want to.
Is there any chance that he was doing this as part of the performance art, where he wrote it, called it Might Delete Later, and just to know that he was going to delete it later?
That's 4D chess. If he did some shit like that, I would like to see the next whatever he got, because that's 4D chess.
Right. Maybe he was trying to do that, and it actually didn't end up playing out that well for him. But this was the plan all along, and so his big conceptual idea actually didn't really land that well, even though this was his plan.
I think you're giving him more credit than I would, but I'm open to anything at this point because that shit was just the weakest shit I've ever like. Not as a human being, I like I said, I'm of two minds because like I want a man to be be at peace, right? And I know like that drama shit, the internet shit drama that can. I know when people tweeting at me about like when that NFL script shit came out, I didn't log on to Twitter for like 2-3 days. Like I was like, because I just didn't want to deal with it. I don't want to all these stupid people talking to me. I don't want to deal with that. So it's at a higher magnitude, or about the same. That shit went viral like globally, but it's a very big magnitude of like just people coming at you in waves of bad energy. I understand that shit.
Yeah.
So the update from there is Drake released a diss track to Kendrick. Um, I've sat with it. I've spun it a lot. Um, I thought it was light. I know, like, the thing about battle rap beefs is like, I like to think I'm partial. I definitely favor Kendrick artistically, right? But like when it comes to this, I'm happy that hip hop is sparring. This makes me happy. So like, I like to view it like impartially. If you like Drake, like if you're a Drake fan, I'm not a Drake fan like that. I think he's a very talented artist, like one of the most talented artists of all time, honestly. Um, but he doesn't say things to me that I would consider like are really hard punches in this battle. That's just my opinion. Like, it was kind of light to me. And he took shots at a lot of the cats as well, because he feels like everybody's coming at him. And that's what Drake fans like. The narrative of Drake fans is he's Thanos because the Avengers came at him. Like everybody just came at him at once. When the reality is Drake has been throwing subliminals at so many people for years. And then when Kendrick fired, everybody was like, all right, fuck it. I don't fuck with him either. That's what happened. Drake's not like some like innocent martyr who has just been like, oh, why does everybody come at? Drake's been throwing subliminals for a long time. Long time.
Didn't he have that one song where he talked about driving to Kim Kardashian's house?
But he's been talking. He's talked about Ye. He's talked about Kendrick. He's talked about Metro Boom. He's talked about Travis Scott. He's talked not Travis Scott, ASAP Rocky, Rihanna. He stayed talking about Rihanna. He talks about he subliminal. He subs everybody all the time. And so like Drake fans are like, everybody's just teaming up. Like, no, dog, it's just chickens is coming home to roost. Everybody finally like, I'm not fucking with him anymore. Now, all that's out of the way. The actual diss record, like I said, I thought it was cool. It didn't. I don't think it's like any kind of classic hip hop diss to me. Like I said, if you like Drake, you'll like it, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like his hardest line against Kendrick was probably like he's talking about he's small and he got little shoes, he got little feet. He said it pretty witty. That was probably the hardest line. Another hard line was, well, I thought actually this was probably the hardest line because Kendrick said Prince outlived Mike Jack because Drake's always saying he's like Michael Jackson. Kendrick said Prince outlived Mike Jack. Drake said, what's a king to a prince? That's a son. Fire. Good play on words. I like that. That was witty. But other than that, it was a bunch of stuff that like I think the reason why Drake don't hit to me like that is because like he's like the Truman Show. We saw him grow up on camera, right? I don't think anybody takes you seriously as a tough guy, right? And so, not that it'll go there, but just when you say it, it's just very hard to believe. And so it's like, it's almost like you cosplaying somebody from the streets. And that it's just kind of like, so it's like, it's funny or whatever, though, but I don't like, it doesn't do anything for me personally. And so the whole track it was cool, but we gonna see because Kendrick is primed to respond. Not a doubt. The word on the streets. Oh, before I get to that, he said something about Rick Ross. Rick Ross put a diss track out that same day against Drake, which I thought was kind of fire. It didn't have a lot of haymakers, but Ross has always been like a really dope. He's always had a really dope flow, really good lyrics. I thought it was hard, and he had BBL Drizzy trending on Twitter because apparently Drake had I don't know, that surgery to like, it's almost like a tummy tuck where you get the fat cut off.
Yeah.
So Drake had that, and so he started calling him BBL Drizzy.
Drake
And
had
everybody
butt
says,
surgery.
I think that's what it's called. Yeah. And so Rick Ross started calling him BBL Drizzy. That shit was trending. So
I could see Drake getting butt surgery for sure.
I don't think it was butt. I think it was like
No, it was butt.
He got the, it could be, I don't know, but he got the fat cut off his junk, his like stomach and his love handles and shit.
Yeah. No, he
A
had
little
butt
gossipy.
surgery.
Yeah, a little gossipy, but
He's flying on his private jet, but like he's facing the seat because he can't sit down.
I can't call it. I don't know. But so I thought Ross hit him pretty hard. Like I said, that was kind of a, I don't think it was like a haymaker either, but I thought it was a really solid diss track. I rate both of those kind of in the same lane. It's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna stop. Like it's not gonna be mentioned with the great disses of all time.
I got a question for you, Aaron. Actually, it's three things. Actually, two things because I just answered one of my own questions.
Gotcha.
Where did the name hip hop come from?
From my memory, I believe like I don't want to misspeak. This would be just off of memory, and I could be 1,000% wrong. But like it was like what they used to call parties, like the hop,
Yeah.
and hip used to be like an actually in word,
Cool.
like
Yeah.
lit is now. So I think that's what happened, but I could be wrong about that.
Because I was only thinking Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight, hip hop,
Yeah,
hip hop.
yeah. Which actually, there's actually a dope backstory to that too. They were kind of like, there's beef from the Grandmaster Flash and the Fantastic Five. They were actually the first ones like doing rap shows, and Sugar Hill Gang was kind of like a label saying, "Hey, this new trend is dope and it's happening. Let's just grab 5 guys, make a song, and put it out on the radio." And so when it first came out, people that was doing that shit in the boroughs of New York, I think that was actually like in Jersey or something like that. People's in the that hip hop started in the boroughs of New York. They were like, "Yo, what the fuck? Y'all jacked the whole shit." And so it was actually like a lot of beef that started that initially. That's actually
I
a
didn't know
dope.
that.
It's a dope story. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I like the verse in Rapper's Delight where he's just talking about going over to his friend's house and the food sucks. Rappers don't rap about real shit anymore, like the chicken tasting like wood. And then the other question I was going to ask.
Is that Dennis the Menace, bro?
No, they actually say that. They're like, you ever been over to your friend's house? The food just ain't no good. Something about maybe the mashed potatoes and the chicken tastes like wood.
The chicken tastes like wood. You're right. You're right. That was also a Dennis the Menace. I don't know if you remember that shit a long time ago. He goes, Dennis the Menace, the grandpa next door, or whatever.
Mr. Wilson?
Yeah, Mr. Wilson, he's eating this shit. He's like, tastes funny. Tastes like paint.
Yeah.
In wood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, and last thing.
Yep.
Apparently Drake has another diss record out. He got somebody in his camp leaking all his shit too. So like there's like a snippet of him. He already got another one loaded for Kendrick. And so the streets is waiting on Kendrick. Apparently Drake already got one ready to go. So it's gonna be interesting, man. We're gonna get some dope content and good music out of this, man. Hopefully. So I'm excited.
All right, here are a couple lyrics from Rapper's Delight.
Okay.
Like collard greens that don't taste good, like a tree that's not made out of wood. And then two lines later, he goes, "You ever go over to a friend's house to eat and the food just ain't no good? The macaroni's soggy, the peas are mushed, and the chicken tastes like wood." I don't like that. I don't like that he used a tree that's not made out of wood, and then he used chicken tastes like wood back to back.
Yeah, that's one of my pet peeves.
Yeah, I don't like that. When you reuse a word.
Yeah, not my bag.
All right, good update. Keep us posted.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna keep you all laced with the hip hop facts because y'all care.
It's interesting. I do care a little bit. I care more than I thought I was going to care.
Yeah, it's dope, man. Once you get into the lore of it, it's like WWF, man.
Mm-hmm.
You fall in love with characters. The characters feel like you represent you a little bit, and you accept they verbally sparring.
Yeah, and now this is like a Hulk Hogan fan watching NWO Hulk come out there, and you're like, what's going on with this? It's not who's Hollywood Hogan?
Yeah.
I totally botched that WWE analogy, by the way.
2006, 7, I was the biggest WWE guy on the planet.
Yeah? Oh. For 1 year?
No, just several, but around that time.
How old were you at the time?
Like 10.
Yeah, that's when you get into it.
I vividly remember being at a restaurant and talking to the waiter, who I don't remember if he was into it or how we got to talking about it, whatever. But he was like, yeah, one day, like, you'll grow out of it. You won't care anymore. And I remember getting so, like, livid, like, so mad at this guy for saying that. And he was right, for sure.
This is my life.
Yeah, he was definitely right. But for a couple years, that was, like, my whole thing. I was collecting, like, action figures, being like, these are going to be worth so much money. Like, I wouldn't open them. I would leave them in the package.
Yeah.
They never were.
I think that's why the original XFL... They were kind of going down the right path when Vince was in charge, and he wanted to make it like WWE, but a sports league, where the players had these storylines where they would talk shit and rivalries, but like in the cartoonish, big way that they do it in wrestling. That would have been great to see. But then you run into an issue of you have to have actually good product on the field for people to watch in the first place. And then
it's hard to do that when you can't script what's going to happen.
Exactly. Now, a scripted football league, I actually might be interested in that.
Could do pretty big numbers.
Could do great numbers. Obviously, you can't gamble on it if it's scripted. But if they script out the plays and you know what's going to happen, and then you've got these like side characters. One of the ref gets hit in the head with like a Gatorade cooler on the sidelines. Doesn't see a blatant hold. Like that could be fun.
Some would say there already is one.
Some might say that. Yes.
Every other day I'll get a, hey man, did you get the script? It's not witty. Sorry guys, it's not.
All right, we want to just burn through some secret formulas here. There's a couple fun facts we can get to.
You got them, dog.
We got them. Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme. You know the original recipe was this one dude in New Orleans that just made awesome donuts. And this dude, Vernon Rudolph, went down there and he just bought the recipe from him. So I don't know what happens if you buy the recipe from a chef. I guess that chef is no longer allowed to make that dish anymore because it's now your intellectual property to make it. But the formula is locked in the company vault in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I actually do believe that Krispy Kreme donuts, like that's a legitimate secret formula. Whatever they figured out, you can't make a better donut than Krispy Kreme.
I'd always heard there's mashed potatoes in it.
Oh, a little bit of starch in there?
That was my great grandma's favorite thing to tell people. Like anytime there were Krispy Kreme donuts, she'd be like, you know what's in them? Mashed potatoes.
So according to this research, the rumored ingredients include fluffed egg white, mashed potatoes, sugar, and skim milk. So there might be mashed potatoes in there.
Yeah, that's what she always said.
And so they make the dry mix at the company's main plant, and then they send those out to the different stores that then fry them up.
There is nothing better than passing a Krispy Kreme where you can see them being made, and the hot sign is on. Unbelievable.
Yeah, they're hot donuts. They melt. They really do melt in your mouth.
Oh, they're incredible.
I think Krispy Kreme ruined donuts. If you're not eating a Krispy Kreme,
that's fair.
You just think about eating that Krispy Kreme. You compare.
See, I thought they had gotten a bad rap for some reason, and people like. Because that's the best donut I've ever had, and like I just don't hear a lot of good things about them.
There's
about
like
Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, but I'm with y'all.
People love Krispy Kreme. I've never heard someone say an ill word of Krispy Kreme.
I heard like me and Krispy Kreme overrated. I've heard that shit plenty of times.
Oh, anybody that says that, fuck you.
But he's like you hear like, oh, you got to try the local. You know, man, it's just local donut shop. I would try all the local donut shops, and they all ass. It tastes dry. Most donuts are dry.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between Krispy Kreme and then all other donuts. And all other donuts can be good. Like if you go to a local place that has interesting ingredients, they've got their own like special donut that they make. Those can be very, very good. But you're right, the consistency of a Krispy Kreme is something that's just not replicated anywhere else.
Yeah, it's unreal. Yeah.
Also, donuts are one of the things that there's the highest frequency of. If you're going to an independent donut shop, they're doing the French toast thing. They're like, try this donut that has Fruity Pebbles infused with the thing, and it's got a strawberry maple glaze, and it's all. Just make a good donut.
Yeah,
you don't have to get crazy with it.
The local donut places are big on adding a bunch of toppings that fall off the second you take your first bite.
Yep.
And now
Cheerios,
you got a mess. Yeah, now you got a mess on your
cinnamon
hands.
Cheerios with French fries, and like, what are we doing, dog?
Krispy Kreme is simple. They keep it simple, and it's great. Shout out Krispy Kreme.
I need some Krispy Kremes today.
We should.
Hang on.
Big T orders like $500 worth of food every time we do a podcast and talk about something. There's Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper.
Talk to me. 23 flavors of like ambrosia, just godly ingredients.
Don't forget about the tuition giveaway that they do every year too.
Yeah.
That's rigged. That is scripted and rigged. You remember this year?
Yeah, this year was
totally rigged.
Yeah, there was something up this year.
Yep.
That's a dream of mine. A dream of mine is to be the guy announcing, like on the field and being like, "Nigga, go!" You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanna be their coach. Like, I love
you could
Dr.
for
Pepper.
sure make that happen.
Let's do it. Yeah,
you could easily do that.
I thought Arian was going to say that his dream was to like throw a football around for free tuition. I was like, Arian, you already made that happen.
No, I definitely did that already. I want to be the guy egging the dude on or the gal on. You know what I'm saying? At the competition, to like, let's get it cracking. I would love to do that.
And they should always throw overhand. None of this chest pass bullshit.
Get it how you live.
That's probably the most inefficient way for most people to do it, though.
The overhand?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the person that does the chest pass always wins because it's faster, but it's Mickey Mouse.
I mean, when you're playing they get a lot of money.
Yeah,
like when
I'm
you're
saying they
it's
should
50 or 100 grand.
The rule should be that you have to throw overhand, so everyone has to do it.
I don't know that I agree with that. Find efficiency.
Okay, that surprises me.
It's rigged anyway.
It surprises me that you would have that take.
It's rigged anyway. Who cares?
Yeah. But Dr. Pepper, it was invented by a pharmacist. Pharmacists used to just make snacks in their free time. You owned a pharmacy so you could have like a malt shop next to it. This guy named Charles Alderton ran Morrison's Old Corner Drugstore in Waco, Texas. And in 1885, 1 year before Coca-Cola was introduced, he made Dr. Pepper. That's interesting. I didn't know that. Dr. Pepper predates
it's older.
Coca-Cola by 1 year. And
1880s popping.
Yeah. How did you get a cold drink in the 1880s in Waco, Texas? The ice box? So they had like they had ice deliveries? I don't know how any of that worked back. I don't know how people lived in Texas or New Mexico or Arizona before.
Now that is 100% true.
Honestly, life before like 1970 was pretty dog shit.
Everybody just smelled all the time.
I genuinely, if you ask me what is the best invention of all time, I'm being dead serious. It's air conditioning.
Yeah, you might be right.
I mean, it's a AC refrigerator. Can you imagine life without the refrigerator, dog?
Yeah.
That should be
blast.
But like for quality of life, it's air conditioning 100%.
Yeah.
Don't they not use air conditioning in like London or England or like ice?
There are some places like in San Diego, like when I was growing up, we didn't have no air conditioning because it wasn't that hot.
Yeah, so you don't need it. Like Seattle, I think is that way now too, where most
people niggas got
live
fans and shit, but like there's no air conditioning. Yeah. All right, hey, Big T. Okay, so you got air conditioning. It's 1880. You got air conditioning, but there's no refrigerator.
I'm taking AC.
Really?
If you live in Georgia or Florida or Texas, yeah, like they had a way to keep stuff like okay-ish.
How?
It was like the gigantic like block of ice, right?
I don't know.
I think they got like huge blocks of ice that they kept in like a room or something. I could be pulling this out of my ass, but I think they got big ass blocks of ice that you would keep stuff like near.
I think that's what an ice box was. You would get a big block of ice and then you would put stuff in the ice box with the ice, and it would be cold.
By the end of the 1800s, many American households stored their perishable food in insulated ice box that was usually made of wood and lined with tin or zinc. A large block of ice was stored inside to keep these early refrigerators chilly. So yeah, they had something. But even if you had nothing, I would pick air conditioning over refrigerator.
I'm with you. I can see that. But
Air
if
conditioning
that's just like in the
every
South,
day
though.
better.
Like imagine
Correct.
Southern California. Imagine Southern California in 1830. You know what I mean? That shit would be beautiful.
Yeah, no, if you live
God.
somewhere where you didn't need air conditioning, then obviously the calculus changes. But
Yeah.
I can't fathom that people lived in the southern United States before AC.
Crazy,
You know how
right?
musty everybody was back then, bro?
Oh, can't even imagine.
Nasty. But it was like, that's just what it was. So nobody was like, damn, you stink. It was like, you just smell regular. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I think that's why people hung out on porches all the time, on rocking chairs. Get a little breeze going out there.
Yeah, probably.
Inside your house, probably too hot. With Dr. Pepper, there's a legend that the secret recipe has been split in half and kept at 2 security deposit boxes at 2 different banks. There's a persistent rumor throughout the years.
now that's how you do that shit, though, bro. If you listen to that, all these other secret recipes are kept in one place and one. But Dr. Pepper's so good that they split that bitch in half, and it's in 2 places. Now that's
2 places. And there's a rumor, you guys have probably heard this one, that one of the soda's ingredients is prune juice. But the official FAQ on the Dr. Pepper website refutes that. Some people think the rumor was started by a delivery man working for a competitor that was trying to tarnish the reputation of Dr. Pepper by associating it with prune juice's laxative effects. So they were selling Coke or whatever, and they told people, yeah, it's got prune juice in it, just to make them scared it was going to make them shit. So hopefully they wouldn't order as much Dr. Pepper. Some people figure that the rumor was born simply based on the soda tasting somewhat similar to prune juice. In 2009, there was an old ledger book with sheets and letterheads that suggested that it came from Morrison's drugstore, and they discovered it at an antique store in the Texas Panhandle. One recipe in the book was titled Dr. Pepper's Pepsin Bitters, which some speculated could be an early recipe for the soft drink, but the owners of Dr. Pepper insist that it's not, but it's a formula for a medicinal digestive aid.
I'm seeing a list of the 23 most speculated flavors.
What do we got on there?
Amaretto,
Yeah.
almond,
Yeah, there's almond in there.
blackberry, black
what?
licorice, blackberry,
Okay.
caramel, carrot. I have heard that before. Clove, cherry, cola, ginger,
Absolutely cherry. Absolutely.
juniper, lemon, molasses, nutmeg, orange, prune, plum, pepper, root beer, rum, raspberry, vanilla, and tomato.
There is molasses.
The
I think
most
there's molasses in there.
amazing set of ingredients I've ever heard.
It is really good. Nothing hits like a cold Dr. Pepper.
I'm a DP stan.
Pause.
I have a sweater. How's that a pause? I'm a DP
Yeah.
stan.
DP.
You are going to want to pause there.
Just pause. Hit pause.
DP. What's DP?
Oh,
Pause.
I don't have the heart to break that to you, but
I
you are
mean, break
gonna
it to me because
you're
like, if
going
I
to want to
said-
pause.
If I'm a D stan, I understand that, but DP?
Hey, why don't you just Google DP? Should I pause after saying DP? Google that.
DP meaning
Go to Urban Dictionary, maybe.
display picture. Hold on. Display
No.
picture.
No, not that one.
DP. Profile picture.
Go to Urban Dictionary.
Okay, Urban Dictionary. Okay, hold on.
This is good. We're educating America.
Stands for dick picture.
No.
That's not what
I was
saying.
unaware of that one.
That's what it
Oh.
says. The DP stands for dick picture.
Maybe see if there's another definition on. Oh,
Okay. Double penetration.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't pause the fuck out of that, dog. You right.
Yeah. I remember I need to find out what station was broadcasting this. I'm pretty sure it was Warriors Mavericks in the playoffs in like 2007. And I want to say it was Michelle Tafoya. It might have been somebody else on the sidelines.
He said
That
you're
was
gonna want to
talking-
pause that.
that was talking about what happened in the first half. And then the sideline announcer said, "Yeah, the Mavericks had a hard time stopping the double penetration. I mean dribble penetration." And
I've never seen that.
Yeah, well, I don't think I've ever seen the clip of it. I watched it live, and I was just like, "Oh, holy
they
shit."
scrubbed it?
And it was before like social media was a big thing. And so then I just went around for the next day asking my friends if they had seen the sideline reporter saying double penetration.
I kind of like that. That's a more pure meme.
Yeah, it was a pure meme.
Yeah, it wasn't everywhere.
It wasn't. Now it would be everywhere.
Oh, yeah, it'd be too saturated. It wouldn't even be funny. But if that happened on a Sunday, it wouldn't be funny when you got to work on Monday.
That person's career would probably be over.
Maybe.
They just get bullied and ridiculed.
But see, this is what I never knew about DP. Like, I mean, I feel like that's a very special occasion. You know what I mean? Like, for me, it would be, right? Like, I'm not DPing on a regular, so it's like the term just don't. That's not the first thing I think of when I hear DP.
DP is not on the tip of your tongue. Yeah.
Nah.
Well,
do not put what Arian said on a quote card. Don't do that.
Nah, but y'all already fuck with me enough, man.
I said don't.
Y'all don't put PFT on the quote cards enough. It's always me taking bullets for this motherfucking podcast, man.
If I ever said anything that was embarrassing enough to be put on a quote card, then
bullshit.
The last one I genuinely didn't mean because there was a clip that went with it, but they were posted separately.
Yeah.
The Zach Edey one.
Was that the big dude from Purdue?
Yeah.
He's a big bitch.
Yeah, this is a big bitch. Everybody's like, man, what do you mean, man?
I didn't mean it.
You're not wrong in that context either, though. But
well, I wasn't even saying he was a bitch.
No, you weren't.
He's a big bitch. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't mean it.
That's a huge
You
bitch.
had to hear the inflection.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure he's a tough guy. That's what's up. But a big bitch.
The rest of these secret formulas are being brought to you by Steven Singer Jewelers. You better listen up. You're going to thank me. I have the world's best gift. I mean it. It's almost Mother's Day, and everyone knows that flowers, especially roses, are the number one gift that mom wants on Mother's Day. I need to figure out what I'm getting my mom. Got to get my mom. I went to visit her last year. Had a really good time hanging out with her. That's always fun. I want to send her something nice this year. Steven Singer Jewelers is going to make this happen. Here's the thing. A week later, if you get roses, they're in the trash. They're in the garbage. They're gone. Nada. Nothing left but a memory and a credit card bill. But you want to give a great gift that she'll cherish forever. So here it is. Picture it. A real long-stemmed American Beauty rose deeply dipped in pure 24-karat gold. It's guaranteed to last forever. If you want to see what I'm talking about, we actually have them right in front of us, right here in the studio. They look great. Really classes up the place. I walked in here and I was like, ooh, what's a special occasion? We got flowers in here? Boys are up big. So you can check it out. Go right now to IHateStevensinger.com. That's IHateStevensinger.com. Click on the roses to see his entire collection of exclusive colors perfect for mom. Like his I Love You Blush Pink or brand new red wine, the collection starts at just $59, so it's affordable. And now's the time to get your Mother's Day shopping done. Don't wait until the last minute. Don't be a bad son. Don't be a bad daughter. Go take care of your mom. She took care of you. Help her out. Get her something that she'll always love and remember you by. Only available at IHateStevensinger.com. Free shipping, free personalized love note, and free lifetime guarantee. Steven Singer Jewelers, the most hated jeweler in America by other jewelers. That's IHateStevensinger.com. Check it out. These roses are actually very, very cool. Highly recommend. All right, another secret recipe, Raising Cane's sauce. Raising Cane's chicken. On the website, it says our cane sauce is a top secret recipe. In fact, most of our employees don't even know the ingredients. It's tangy with spice, made for our chicken fingers, but it tastes great on everything. I put it on the toast, by the way. When you put it on the Texas toast at Raising Cane's, that's good eating. So there's a lot of copycat recipes that have appeared online. Self-proclaimed fast food expert and TikTok influencer Jordan the Stallion 8, who has in the past claimed to reveal the recipes for Big Mac sauce, Olive Garden's Alfredo sauce. He says he was contacted by a manager at Raising Cane's saying he appreciates his work, but he shouldn't reveal the secret recipe, but he went ahead and did it anyway. According to Jordan, the recipe for Raising Cane sauce is half a cup mayo, quarter of a cup ketchup, half a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. By the way, you guys want to hear a good joke?
Always.
All right, so do you know how Worcestershire sauce got its name?
No.
All right, so this is true. It was in a suburb of Nashville, Tennessee, in I believe 1913, and this guy is working on making what he wants to be the perfect sauce to go along with beef, right? And so he cooks a lot of steaks. Steak sauces that he can buy at his local grocery store just aren't doing it for him. So he takes all the shit that's in his pantry, all of it, combines it together, stirs it up, and then he puts it on a steak. And he calls his cousin Randy in. He says, Randy, come try this steak. Tell me what you think about this condiment that I've prepared for it. And his buddy Randy comes in and takes a big bite. And he says, Worcestershire sauce. And that's how it got its name.
That's a yikes. That's a yikes for me, though.
So yeah, the
That's
joke
okay.
the joke sucks. But why is Nashville part of that joke?
It is. It was in Tennessee.
Right.
Well, just because you have to have the accent.
Hey, Big T said, yeah, the joke such, but like, what's
Well,
this
because
Tennessee shit you
it's
talking about?
it's named, the sauce is named for a place that is famously not in Tennessee.
Worcestershire sauce. My uncle told me that joke, and he's from Nashville, so that's where I add a little flavor to it.
Love that. I feel like you could
I like that joke.
you could just say it's a British accent that said that, and then people would believe it.
A British person would say, "What's this here sauce?"
But you could make that believable, and you could have people go tell that like it's real, and then make them look stupid, which was a way better joke.
Okay, maybe.
What's this here sauce?
Yeah, there you go. Now you get it.
What's this here sauce?
Now Arian gets it.
That is what it is. Randy, we have done it.
Light bulb. I just needed a name for it. That's perfect. There's also garlic powder, lemon pepper, and some salt in the sauce, apparently, according to this guy online. Lemon pepper, underrated ingredient. Lemon pepper.
To whom? Those are like when you order wings and all the homies come over?
Yeah.
That's the go-to.
It's great on wings, but I put it on everything. I put lemon pepper on a bunch of stuff. It's like a tangy salt, tangy pepper.
Like what? What else do you put it on?
I put it on sandwiches. I've put it on pasta before. I put it on pizza.
Okay, you freaky. Okay.
Yeah. I
like
get down
it.
like that.
I like it. A little DP, huh?
Yeah. There you go. Some LP. Do you guys follow any of the like food influencers on TikTok? Like the chef reaction guy?
I follow one dude who's fire. I forget his name, man. So he'll be like, you've been making grilled cheese wrong your whole life. Don't fuck it up. And he's like, you put the shit on. Don't fuck it up. He's funny as hell, though. And he's making shit as bomb too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get his name.
I think that we've reached a point online where a lot of times things go viral when somebody's making like their own special dish in the kitchen because of how disgusting it is and how bad they fuck everything up and what an absurd recipe it is. Now we've got people that are just putting out absurd recipes just to get dunked on by like the chef reactions guy.
Yeah.
That will watch something and be like,
yeah.
I can't believe that you're actually doing this. It's like its own ecosystem now that keeps itself going.
They'll put like mac and cheese and just dump milk and put like Doritos and they're just doing the most. And it's like, this is all for reaction B.
Yeah, like tater tots and everything. Dino nuggets. Do you guys like Thomas's English muffins?
Thomas, I gotta Google that shit.
I don't think I've had them.
You haven't had?
I was unfamiliar with this.
You guys don't know
brand.
Thomas's English muffins? The one with the nooks and the crannies?
No.
I feel like I'm
bro,
insane here.
I make a
yes.
bomb ass breakfast sandwich with these shits. They're amazing.
Yeah, they're really good.
I didn't know that was the
I fuck
name.
with these heavy, bro.
Yeah, that's like the name in English muffin.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have seen this.
I only
as
know
well.
the packaging.
When my kids, we waking up, they're like, "Can you cook us your famous breakfast sandwiches?" And I was like, "Got you, little ones. I got you, little offspring. Here."
Yeah.
Wow.
There's something about those English muffins that the butter melts perfectly into all the nooks and the crannies.
Yeah, man. It's good stuff.
So in 2010, there was a former employee of Thomas's parent company, Bimbo Bakeries.
Come on, man.
Yeah. One of 7 people worldwide who knew the recipe. That person came under suspicion before a planned move to a competing baked goods company, Hostess. Bimbo filed a trade secret lawsuit to prevent the employee from making the job switch. The recipe manuals are called code books, and with other trade secrets, the information on recipes and manufacturing methods is compartmentalized to help keep it secure. After taking the case to an appeals court, the employee was barred from starting the job at Hostess. So the person couldn't take another job because they were afraid they were going to steal that recipe. That recipe would be worth probably billions of dollars. Because if you go to the store and you got Thomas's English muffins and anything else, you're just not so certain about. They might have the nooks, but they don't have the crannies. Do you guys like Campari?
I don't know. What is that?
It's the ingredient that they use to make Negronis, like those orange spritzy summertime drinks with ice. It tastes kind of like licorice a little bit. I'm not a big fan. That's something that everybody in New York, second it's 60 degrees outside, everyone's drinking Campari. They're drinking Negronis outside, like the most refreshing springtime drink. Never been a fan of the flavor of it. Mackenzie, do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't know what Campari is, but I know what a Negroni is.
Yeah, that's the flavor in a Negroni is from Campari.
Okay, yeah. That and like Aperol Spritz are also the big like summer, springtime drink.
Yeah, I think they're gross.
Yeah. I don't hate an Aperol Spritz, but I'd rather have a different drink.
Yeah, but they're made from a combination of like 80 different ingredients. And it was started in 1860, and they haven't changed it at all since then. That's kind of bullshit. Like, people's taste buds evolve, change with the times.
Yeah.
Maybe this is just me personally not liking it.
Do they?
Yeah, sure. You think if you went back in time, if you went to like 1600 and you brought, let's see, like Twinkies back to them, you think they would like them?
But I don't like Twinkies now.
I think it's the reverse. I think if you took people in the 1600s food from now, they'd be like, holy shit, this is incredible. But if you brought the food from the 1600s, no, everyone would hate it.
I think it would be too sweet for them. And most of the food that you get from a store, it's too salty. Like, they didn't have that much salt back then. They didn't have all that seasoning.
Yeah, but they'd be like, wow, this is amazing.
So much better.
I think it would burn their tongue. I think they'd be like, this is gross.
I don't think so, man. Like you cook up a nice steak from like nowadays with the ways that we have, you know what I'm saying? With the temperature gauges and the butter with the garlic and you smell me? I don't know.
I think that's probably as close as you could get to giving them a delicious meal. I think something simple like a steak, but if it's anything that's processed, like if you brought somebody from the like Roman Empire a Coca-Cola, they'd be like, this. They wouldn't know what to do with it.
Oh, yeah, they would love that shit. They would absolutely love that shit.
Their head would explode from how amazing
they'd be like,
it is.
but where do I get this from? Like, whose mother do I have to kill? And they will.
Have you ever seen videos of like babies trying Coke?
No.
Their face lights up. It's one of my favorite, very specific subgenres of internet video.
What's one food item that you would like to take back to like the Pilgrim era?
It's got to be something just so egregious and ridiculous. Like
imagine like a beautiful like breakfast burrito, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying, with all the great eggs and cheese and potatoes, the crispy potato, all that shit just laid out nice and with the little. Oh my god!
But like that's good. Like you said, steak. Obviously, if you take them a great steak, they're gonna love it. I want to take them something that is like an abomination of creation, like the Doritos Locos Taco.
Yeah,
I'd love to take that back to the Pilgrims and show them this is what life is like.
If you put that on the Mayflower, they'd all kill each other for the second bite of it.
Or like a pilgrim hat, but it's like cake. You know what I'm saying? They would fuck them up.
Oh, yeah. Is it cake?
That shit would fuck them up, yo.
They think it was a witch.
Yeah, they'd probably kill you.
They'd be like, this guy's turning all of our people into cake.
I'm a little darker skin. They'd probably kill me anyway. So
fair enough.
They just start biting everything. Like, this guy's turning out. Is this ship made out of cake?
It is.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Heinz Ketchup. You guys like Heinz Ketchup, right? Mm-hmm. I'm at the point where if I go to a restaurant and they bring out the like house-made ketchup,
no,
I'm disappointed.
Mm-mm.
No,
because I want that sugary, non-tomato tasting ketchup.
Yep. Mm-hmm. The guy, there was a TikTok. I don't know if you saw it, but the guy was like, if you like the taste of Heinz ketchup, but you don't like this organic, non-GMO, no sugar ketchup, then you don't like the taste of ketchup. You like sugar.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, yeah, no shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
Hand up. I probably don't.
Yeah.
I probably don't like ketchup. I like Heinz.
yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's really good.
I remember when we was growing up, like, this is a little Debbie Downer story, but to the point, we was like dead ass broke. Well, I'm talking about no water running sometimes. But my dad was like, hey, yo, listen, I don't fucking how broke we are. We're not getting the store-bought ketchup shit. We
I
will
respect the
always
hell out of that.
only get Heinz ketchup. So we be dead ass broke. We always have Heinz ketchup in the fridge, though. That's for sure.
I respect
smart.
the hell out of that.
Now, the Whataburger spicy ketchup, pretty good.
Those are the only two I bought. So Jeff told me to buy the extra spicy one, and I went on eBay and found some packets. Apparently, they now sell bottles of the extra spicy as well. So I bought like 4 bottles of it, and they're at my house.
If I'm at a burger place and they bring out a bottle of Hunt's, my heart just sinks. Or Chef's recipe ketchup.
I'll tell you the only other ketchup that is good, and they have it at Mexican restaurants sometimes. That it's Red Gold.
Okay, I don't think
You
I've
ever had that?
No.
Yeah, no, that one's okay.
So it's a guarded recipe, and it's been almost unchanged for the past century. Estimated 10 people in the world know the recipe and the place that it's hidden, so they don't even tell you where it is. And they rumored that they passed it down through the Heinz family and only its very top executives. And Arian, you don't like Twinkies, right? It's there's a secret ingredient. They keep that pretty closely guarded too. Now, what about you guys like sriracha?
Yeah.
Oh my God, yes. Yeah.
Hoi Fung sriracha?
Oh, have you heard a story about that? It's a
Which
great
one?
story about how he got started. Sriracha.
In Thailand, right?
I thought he was from LA.
So I
You
think
want
it
the
was,
big red bottle with the green top?
yeah, I think it was created in Thailand in a tiny town, but then there was a Vietnamese refugee named David Tran who started bottling it under a brand name in the US.
Oh, well, maybe that's all a bad story. I heard Buddy was like living out his van, something like that, and he just started making this sauce where I guess he like knew somebody who cooked these like different. I think maybe the chilies are from over there.
Mm-hmm.
I think that may be it. Like there's these like specific chilies that he gets from it, and he just started bottling it, and he just started like going to like local restaurants and giving them his stuff, and they were like, "Yo, we need this shit's flying," and so he just started doing it, and everybody started asking for him, and it just blew up.
It's a cool story. Yeah, and there's all these different like spin-off and competing companies to the Hoi Fung sriracha empire. They did change the recipe in 2017 though, because they filed a lawsuit against their former supplier of the chili peppers. They used to go to a place called Underwood Ranches, and in 2016 the sriracha company said that it overpaid Underwood for its peppers during 2016 and that Underwood didn't pay them back. And so then Hoi Fung Sriracha started contacting other farmers, and the chili pepper farm lost 80% of their revenue. They had to lay off half their employees.
Damn.
Because Sriracha took their business to a farm in New Mexico, California, and Mexico. And but people claim that since 2017, was Billy telling us the other week that like the world changed and ended in 2016?
Was it 16 or 20?
I thought it was 12.
I think it was 2016 that Billy was saying.
Oh, I forget what year, but yeah, something like that.
But sriracha tastes actually different since 2016.
I never tasted it before 2016. I think the first time I had sriracha was like maybe 17 or 18, because I had never heard of pho or ramen. Like I had regular ramen, like broke ramen. And then I was with a shorty at the time, and she was like, "You want some ramen?" And I was like, "Nigga, no." But she was like, "No, it's a good ramen." Like, and I was like, "What?" And so she took me, and then we went to pho after that. And pho, you put like sriracha on every bite, like. So I had never had it before that, but that shit is so good.
Is ramen the food that has the wildest variance in the world?
That's a great point, actually.
Like it can be really good or
It
like
could be
the
shitty
shittiest,
dog shit,
cheapest thing
yeah.
literally that you can get.
But also the cheapest thing, sometimes it tastes good.
No, yeah, but just in terms of quality. I guess
quality
you can
of it?
make a shitty anything, but
I'd say a pizza might be up there too. Get like
I would argue the quality of a ramen is outdoes the quality of a pizza. A good ramen.
but even a not great pizza is still really good.
yeah,
It's not
that's
bad.
true.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say maybe mac and cheese.
That's up there too.
I don't know that the high end gets to. It could.
Ooh,
Lobster
you gotta-
mac.
You gotta come
That's true.
You gotta come. Let my sister cook you for that shit, dog.
Although
change.
it's kind of the same thing with mac and cheese. Sometimes blue box, that's what you want. You don't want nice mac and cheese. You just
Nah, I
want
can't.
that flavor and that texture that you know.
I can't eat that. That is a no go for me. The velvet or whatever the shit, craft or whatever that shit is.
Yeah,
Can't do that.
it's good as long as you're not. You have to be in the mood for blue box.
Never am. Never will be.
There's also secret formula to WD-40. WD-40. There was a guy named Norm Larson that made the lube in 1953, and he gave it its name, which stands for Water Displacer 40. I don't know that. WD stands for Water Displacer. The formula is in a bank vault. It's only been taken out twice. When changing banks and on the product's 50th birthday in 2003, when the CEO rode a horse through Times Square while wearing a suit of chainmail carrying the formula. He said the company mixes a concentrate in 3 locations, then distributes it to aerosol manufacturing partners worldwide. The company reveals what's not in the secret formula on its FAQ page, and the product does not contain silicone, kerosene, water, graphite, or CFCs. So those are the things that's not in it. Do you guys like the smell of WD-40?
I was just about to say, can I say something really crazy?
Yeah.
And I love the smell.
Yeah, it's a great smell. Some people like the smell of gasoline, not me, but
I don't mind the smell of gas either.
WD-40 smells good.
I agree.
Do they have a label on it like "Do not try to drink"?
Heads, man. What?
You don't think WD-40
You ever smelled
smells good?
WD-40?
Yeah, shit is horrible.
No, it's got it just reminds you of working outside, it's a good smell. It's solid.
You know what? Here's what it is, Big T. Reminds you of mowing the lawn.
Yes.
Because your shed where you keep your mower
Mm-hmm.
always smells a little bit like WD-40, and it just makes you think of a hot summer day, mowing the lawn outside.
Agree 100%.
Yeah. You don't understand, Arian.
Not a lawnmower guy, I guess. I don't.
Big T is.
That's
That's true. I haven't broken that out in so long. I might need to play it again.
Get back
Let's run
into
it back. Let's run it back when I'm there. We'll stream it.
All right.
I love that. I love that. Also, today's episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. The show is sponsored by BetterHelp. It can be easy to ignore our social battery and spread ourselves thin, especially with social gatherings picking up after the wintertime. What's the right amount of socializing for you? How do you recharge? Maybe you thrive around people. Maybe you need some more alone time. Therapy can give you the self-awareness to build a social life that doesn't drain your battery. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and then switch therapists at any time for no additional charge. Find your social sweet spot with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/dose today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/dose. All right. One more secret ingredient here. Famous Amos cookies. You guys like Famous Amos?
I do not, but I don't
my
know
favorite.
anybody
Really?
that does. I don't like the prepackaged cookies. I want
I guess
cookies to be fresh, soft.
I'm just not like a sweets dude in general, but like for cookies, like yeah, like if I was to have a cookie, I wouldn't mind that kind of cookie.
I am through and through a soft cookie guy. Give me the softer the better. That's what I say.
Yeah,
Even if it's just the dough. I don't like too much crunch in my cookie.
I would much rather eat raw cookie dough than a hard,
Yep.
crunchy cookie.
So I'll eat Famous Amos, don't get me wrong, but to me it's too hard and it's sometimes a little dry.
Yeah.
But it was started by a guy named Wally Amos. And he was an agent. He was a talent agent at William Morris. And then he became known for baking cookies for his clients. I would fire that agent so fast. It's like, just get me more money.
All these guys
bring me
had
the
side
cookies.
hustles.
Why are you making cookies?
They were all like, I'm a pharmacist, but I'm developing beverages. I'm a talent agent, but I'm making cookies. Like, everybody had 6 jobs.
Yeah.
Follow your heart, man.
The gig economy was started 150 years ago.
Yeah. But if your agent is spending all of his time baking cookies to make you happy, he's probably not that great of an agent.
Right.
You don't know that, man.
The agents that are bringing in
don't judge that man.
The agents that are bringing in big money, like, can you imagine if like there's something small that you're upset with your agent about, Arian, and he brings you some cookies? He's like, I made these myself. You think to yourself, like, I wish that he had spent this time fixing what he did wrong.
I mean, you fucked up, man. But goddamn, these motherfuckers are hit, bro.
PFT's agent ain't been making any cookies. I know that. You don't get the contract this guy's got making cookies.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't deal with cookies. He deals with bread.
Facts.
Yeah, talk that shit. Talk that shit.
I'm all about the dough with that guy.
Okay, one too many, but I'm with you.
Yeah, one too many. All right. So they were really popular, so he started selling them using a variation of his aunt's secret recipe, allegedly including ingredients not generally found in chocolate chip cookies. Today, Famous Amos is a product of the Kellogg brand, and while many bakers have tried to replicate the cookies, the recipe itself remains a company secret. They're like snack cookies.
Yeah.
You know, you can just pop them in your mouth, not think about them.
They're like cookies that we would have here in like the kitchen.
Yes.
Like,
they do a lot of business in offices, I
Yes.
would imagine.
Not like a dessert cookie.
No, if you're at a vending machine, are you ever getting Famous Amos?
absolutely not.
I'm not. That's not my first top 10 choices, probably.
I don't know that I would ever go for a cookie in a vending machine. Vending machine, for me, would be almost an exclusively salty selection.
Yeah.
Not like candy.
No, I don't think so.
No M&M?
I'm not a huge M&M guy.
What about...
I like M&Ms, but I don't know that I would sit down and eat a pack of M&Ms.
What about a baked good like a cinnamon roll?
You could go there. You could talk me into
A
going
soft
there.
cinnamon roll?
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
Honey bun, maybe.
Give me your top 5. Stock a Big T vending machine. What's in there?
Cool Ranch Doritos.
Yes.
Flamin' Hot Cheetos.
Mm-hmm.
Probably the honey buns. You know what I had the other day that I hadn't bought in forever, and I was like, for all the hoopla, the hoop-de-doo in the snack industry, everybody tries to get so creative. Just a good pretzel stick. Such a good, just perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Pretzel sticks. The thin ones, not those gigantic behemoth monstrosities. Yeah. And fifth, I guess you'd want to maybe Skittles if you're in the mood for candy.
Okay. Yeah, I think every vending machine always has the plain chip. No one ever gets like original Lay's, right?
I bet they do.
Do you think so? To me, the original Lay's, that's what you get. That's prison food. That's like the side that they give you at a conference that your boss made you attend, and it comes with the driest turkey sandwich you've ever had in your life.
Yeah.
And then you throw away half your meal anyways. And then the dessert's like an apple.
Green beans.
Yeah. Yeah, why would anybody ever electively get original Lay's?
I mean, it wouldn't be my first choice, but like it's a fine.
I don't think it's fine.
It's a fine thing.
I don't think it's fine at all.
It's the basis upon which all other chips are built.
It just makes you appreciate how much better the sour cream and onion Lay's are.
Sure, but you can't have those without the original.
Maybe not.
That's true.
Maybe not.
Also, sour cream and onion they're in your teeth for 36 hours.
Okay, so when you buy like packages, right? Like I'll buy like fun size, like you know what I'm saying, the fun little fun bags and but you get like a variety or whatever. The fucking, what is it? The pretzels? There's like a bag of pretzels in there. Like, who be eating them shits?
Well, the pretzel stick, as we
I
said.
just established, me.
The pretzel stick.
You don't
is
like
good.
pretzels?
You like pretzels?
Bro, pretzels
What?
are elite.
I like warm pretzels that you dip in like mustard or something like that. Like at a
Those
bar.
are outstanding as well.
Like regular hard.
Yeah, you don't like pretzels?
These shits are horrible.
With
Oh,
What?
what
With
a
salt?
that's
Y'all
That's
niggas like
crazy.
pretzels?
Oh, I hope you get clowned for this.
That's a quote card.
Come at me. Fuck pretzels. Them shits is horrible.
No,
pretzels,
that's crazy. That's crazy,
limps,
bro. That's crazy.
Pretzels are dog shit, bro.
They're
They're
a
horrible.
classic
Yeah.
snack.
It's like you take a bite and your mouth gets exponentially drier, dog.
Well, I mean, have a bottle of water next to you, but pretzels are
You got
delicious.
Soggy pretzels. Just everything about it is horrible.
No,
disagree.
this is
The
crazy.
whole
Wow.
experience is bad.
A salted pretzel? I'm not talking about a plain pretzel here.
I don't think I've ever met anybody that likes pretzels.
What?
Almost everyone you've met likes pretzels.
I don't understand how you could
Am I
not like
fucking-
them.
Am I in a different dimension?
No, you're crazy.
Yeah,
You're
this
Some
is-
crazy.
Yeah.
motherfuckers like pretzels like that.
Yes.
Yes.
Like across the board. Listen, if it's between a bag of pretzels and a bag of Cool Ranch Doritos, I'm going with Doritos 10 times out of 10.
I don't even know that I agree with that.
But I think pretzels are a fine snack.
Holy shit!
I've never heard anyone say they don't like
I
pretzels.
would venture
I'm fucking
85% of the people you've ever met like pretzels.
Yeah.
I am flabbergasted, befuddled.
Go ask some people in your life tonight.
I'm
Ask them if they.
I'm about to ask the whole group chat. Y'all fucking pretzels?
Please do.
Y'all fucking pretzels?
Is there now? I don't know if this is something along racial lines, but is there
No.
racial
No.
diversity in this
I'm
chat?
about to see. I'm about to see. But there isn't. There's nothing but African Americans in this chat.
I feel like that could be an interesting.
I would like to see
Study.
the demographic though. I would. Yes, this is a good case study. We need a control group. Let's see.
I'm typing in "do black people" and then
Maybe the worst thing to type into Google. man.
the list of Google search results very, very interesting.
Yeah, I bet.
Do black people have an extra muscle? Is one of the most frequently searched things.
I used to believe that shit.
That you had an extra muscle?
Yeah, because I was like just more athletic than everybody, and they was like, "Oh, it's because you have an extra muscle." I'm like, what?
Yeah, it's a lie that white people made up to make themselves feel better.
Yeah.
I used to.
No,
believe
it's not
that
fair. It's not fair. Let's see. Do black people like pretzels?
We're not getting off this Zoom until we hear 4 or 5 responses.
I'm about to say that.
This is also some good autocomplete here for do black people like? Do black people like pizza? Is the first.
Well, I was going to say this is like the Office episode where Michael Scott orders a bunch of pizzas for the warehouse when they're threatening to unionize. He's like, women love pizza, men love pizza, white people love pizza, black people love pizza. Do black people?
I haven't seen. I gotta run the Office, bro. Like all the clips I've seen are comedy.
You've never watched it?
No, I never watched.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
even for how saturated popular culture is now with The Office, it's still amazing.
Do black people like pretzels? Let's find out. Shaq says black people don't like pretzels.
No way.
Crazy. Is that what Shaq said?
Let's see. In previous interview gone viral, he sold his Auntie Anne's franchises. You know, we love pizza, he said during a podcast appearance. I sold my Auntie Anne's because black people don't like pretzels that much. So I had to switch it up.
That's just.
Man, nobody eats cinnamon pretzels.
Just never. I thought that was like. I thought that's you have the bag full of gummy bears, right? The white ones that just is what it is. Like nobody really fuck with it. I thought that was nobody really fuck with pretzels. That's what I guess. I'm just wrong. I didn't know people was banging for pretzels like this.
Oh, wait, there's a counterpoint. Some people wrote an article in response. Yes, we do. Jack said black people don't like pretzels. This is a mystery.
What's the publication though? That matters.
Yahoo Finance.
Why did Yahoo Finance respond to do black people like pretzels from Shaq?
Yeah.
That's the fuck.
Do black people like pretzels? I don't know. I honestly
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
ask my Twitter demographic real quick. Hold on.
Okay. I think I I would venture to say that this is not a racial thing, despite what Shaq says.
Do you have any responses from your friends yet?
Nah, they ain't hit me yet.
And is he saying, because Auntie Anne's is soft pretzels?
Yeah, those are the good
but you
pretzels,
say
too.
you said you like soft pretzels,
I'll
Arian.
fuck with those. I'll fuck with those pretzels. Like it will be like, all right, you go to a concession stand, right? You ain't got no hot dogs? Nah. Okay, you got any hamburgers? Nah. Okay, well shit, you got any burgers? Nope. You got any what are churros? Nope. What do you got? We got some pretzels. Like, all right, I'll fuck with that. It would never be my first option to go get a pretzel. Like I've never
a hot
Really?
soft pretzel is a top tier. That's the best thing you just named.
I've
Maybe
never
other than churro.
willingly gone and like, I'm going to go get a pretzel. It was always like, all right, it's there, I'll grab it. I'm getting a pretzel today. That has never been my goal.
I went to a DePaul basketball game this year, the worst team in the country, specifically to get a pretzel at, what's that arena called? Wintrust?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, specifically for the pretzel. And it wasn't as good as I got the first time, so I was highly disappointed.
All right, hold on.
I go way out of my way for pretzels.
Pretzel, especially if you get, there was actually at Sawgrass, they had this pretzel in the clubhouse.
Looked unbelievable.
Oh, it was so good. It was hanging, they had these little hooks that it came
Those
out
are the
on.
best.
Yeah, it was supported by like 2 hooks, had the cheese, had the real spicy brown mustard.
If I go to
So
a bar
good.
and I see that their pretzels come out on a hook with 3 different cheese and mustards, I'm ordering that 11 times out of 10.
Yeah, you got gravity fighting for the pretzel as
Oh.
they bring it out.
So good.
Unbelievable.
I'll go one step further and say the bigger the board they bring the pretzel on, if it's not hanging, if it's a pretzel that's like on a cutting board, the bigger the board, the better the pretzel.
Sure.
Like if it's a giant table size wood board with all these dips and stuff on it.
Yeah.
So good.
Just an outstanding snack in whatever form you choose to enjoy it.
Yep.
I had no idea that like I could like if y'all was talking about the soft joints, I wouldn't even this wouldn't be a conversation. But them dry shits in the bag, those are dog shit. Those are dog food. See if your dog likes pretzels.
I guarantee
Yes.
you
Yeah,
they do.
I
dogs
just
like
asked Blake.
everything.
He said yes. He said yes. It was
I
very
would
much
like to
like
see.
a pretzel.
I want to see this on video and send it to me, BFT.
My dog eating a pretzel?
I want to see your dog. You crush up a bag of pretzels because I don't want him to choke. That would be horrible. Or don't crush it up. It's on you. Give him some pretzels.
Yeah.
And I want to film it. I want to see if he eats them or if he just sniffs it and be like, what are you doing to me, fam?
He's going to wolf the entire thing
Yeah,
down.
he'll like it better than dog food.
Yeah,
See,
he'll
look.
start
All right, so-
drooling.
My first response to this, bro. Soft pretzels, yes. Hard pretzels, no.
We may have stumbled
That's
upon
crazy.
one of the biggest racial divides in America.
It's got 24 hours. We're gonna come back to this poll.
What was the exact wording?
Soft pretzels, yes. Hard pretzels, no. No. The question. Got a question for my black folks that follow me. Y'all like pretzels? Yep. Nope. Not black. Check and answer.
I'm seeing 12% yes, 4% no, 84% not black. And I did vote not black. I didn't skew the results.
Appreciate that, brother.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah,
Don't,
I'm also.
don't skew the results.
I'm gonna log in as not black too.
Hey, but tweet it out. Retweet it.
Okay.
I'm tweeting it right now.
This is for science right here.
Do black people like yogurt?
I fuck with yogurt heavy.
Okay.
I fuck with it heavy. Yeah.
For the culture.
I mean, I don't even know. I don't even care. Fuck the culture. That shit is bomb.
Okay,
swim in yogurt.
What? So like now I'm fascinated to know like where are these other hidden racial divides? I just want to. I mean, this is very quickly just going to turn me into asking Arian if black people like. Sir, do black people like raisins?
I
think
don't know
the
that
ones that
white
come in-
people like
The reason
raisins.
why I ask about raisins in particular is because every time somebody goes viral online for like stereotypical white person food, they're like, "Oh, this person's putting raisins in the potato salad." You know, like raisins are used as an example of ways that white people fuck up food.
Well, I think so like potatoes. I've never seen anybody put raisins in potato salad, but when I saw it, I saw that there are people that do, which it was just a wild, like, why would you do it? I don't understand the point. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've seen this clip of Oprah, dog. Of Oprah. There was some white lady it was a long time ago. I'm talking early 2000s, late 90s, on her show, like selling chicken or like, or cooking or something, right? And she's like, try it, Oprah. It's a chicken. And Oprah tries it. And she goes, and she goes, the lady goes, do you like it? And she goes, she goes, oh, do you? And she's like, you don't like it? She's like, no, I'm just saying. And she goes, I just think it could use a little salt and pepper. Did you put any salt or pepper on it? She goes, and the white lady goes, no, like, perplexed. And she's like, you didn't season it? And she's like, no. I think that was like one of the major.
Yeah. Well, listen, there's a lot of good jokes out there. People are going to get their jokes off. I think white people food is very, very good food. There are some people that don't know how to cook across all races, but stereotypical white food, like French food, that's white food. French food is delicious. Italian food.
Well, so is English, though.
Yeah, but I'm purposely omitting England in this example.
They
Italian,
did break away.
Yep, they did.
The EU.
Italian, I think, are Italians white? I think we can classify them as white people.
Yeah.
Delicious food. German food's really good, too. Awesome food in Germany.
Pretzels.
All the pretzels you can eat. There's a lot of good white food out there, for sure. But for some reason, we get thrown under the bus, and it's like, oh, they don't know how to cook. They don't
What's
like
more
season.
concerning is the demographic.
Mayonnaise.
The demographic of these numbers are kind of concerning me right now. We're talking 86% right now that are not black.
All your followers are white.
That's crazy, dog. It is what it is, man. That's actually wild.
Well, it's also like who's voting in polls right now. I don't know.
One guy responded, I always assumed most of your followers were whites, but these are incredible numbers. Right now we're at 9.3. Oh, just jumped. 10.1% yes, 2.6% no.
Damn. One person replied, there's only one right answer out there. I hope they're not saying option 3 is the only one right option. Okay.
I assume they'd be saying yes. Yes is the...
Yeah, yes is correct. Pretzels are fine.
So 400% more people are saying that they do enjoy them than not.
We're getting a very low number here. I need somebody because like because you tweeted it and Big T tweeted it as well, so it's like maybe that's where the numbers is coming from.
But we can at least be relatively sure that these results are accurate, given that 89% are saying not black.
Hand up, can't vote in this.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Hey, and I could.
You could just have all those whites voting yes, and it'd be 94-6.
I could appreciate everybody like respecting the poll. Respect the polls.
I kind of want to tweet out a similar poll for black people that follow me, and I want to beat Arian's number.
Hey, black people that follow me, do you follow Arian Foster? Yes or no?
Yeah.
That'd be funny as shit.
Yeah. And then only like 70% of the people select I'm white. Just making a response. Just checking in.
Just tapping in. That's hilarious, though. Yeah, I didn't know that people like.
I would say it's one of the most universally beloved snacks that exists.
I agree.
Damn.
Like, not everybody might not like spicy chips, or everybody might not like whatever flavor. Everybody likes pretzels.
Mm-hmm.
If I was hosting something at my house and I was like, what's something that like everybody would like, I would get pretzels.
Yeah.
To me, that's like the snack that you like. It's like the candy corn of chips.
No.
That's crazy.
No, I like candy corn, but I understand that's a controversial position.
You like candy
exactly.
corn. You liking candy corn makes perfect sense as to why you like pretzels.
No.
Candy corn's fine.
No.
I love
what I'm saying?
Well,
See,
no,
like,
we can't have all of
now-
us say that though.
well,
We need
hold on,
somebody to say that they don't like candy.
Now that's a good little Venn diagram to research.
I don't love candy corn. I don't really love dry pretzels. I like them. I think
That's what I'm saying.
No, if they're on the table, if there's a bowl that's got pretzels.
No,
in
you're
them,
doing injustice right now. You need to stop talking. I like candy corn, but I understand that that's a small percentage of people. I also love pretzels, but that's a vast majority of people.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. That's wild. I'm with you. I mean, I'm all for it.
We need to find whoever's got the best soft pretzel in Chicago and go there in a couple weeks.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. 100%. I'm trying to think of there's a couple other that I had that I wanted to ask Arian about.
Shoot.
Do black people like eggs?
Oh my God, yes. What?
Okay.
Really?
All right. Cool. I thought so. Yeah. Totally thought they did.
Well, wait. I mean, why not?
I don't know. I'm just thinking about different. We're learning.
It's a safe space, right?
It's a safe place to ask questions. Yeah. Yeah. Everyone likes eggs.
Yeah, I mean, it's in everybody. I think every culture has an egg dish. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Every culture.
Because you get a chicken and then you get a continuous supply of food from it.
Okay, here's a Schrodinger's cat issue that I didn't know was a thing. I was talking to my baby moms. We went to dinner. We have a great relationship. And we were talking about eggs because I have a thing for eggs lately. Like over medium is like I will order 4 over medium eggs if I go out. I love them, right? So, although not impossible, you can absolutely hatch chickens from store-bought eggs. It's possible.
How?
I don't know. Look it up. I'm not making this shit up.
But they're not fertilized eggs.
Look it up.
So you can go to the grocery store, then come home and like sit on those eggs, and then you'll have a chicken.
You can make a chicken, bro. Look it up.
I don't know.
Look it up.
Okay, I'm looking. It's unlikely, but not impossible.
Bang. This is why it's a Schrodinger's cat situation. Is an egg alive?
I guess maybe it could be.
That's crazy, right? I don't know, okay.
It's generally not possible, is what people are saying.
But it's not impossible.
So most eggs are sterile. They're not fertilized, but it's not impossible, is what I'm reading. Now, there's some fucked up eggs that you can get in, I don't want to say fucked up, different cultures, right? If you go to Asian supermarkets, sometimes they'll have the eggs that have the chicken embryo that started to develop, all right, but the embryo is not alive, but there's like a beak in there, and there's bones, and you can eat that egg. Donnie can tell you all about it. That to me seems kind of gross.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like a partially fertilized egg that has the embryo developing, but it's been killed. It's not, for whatever reason, it wasn't allowed to exist in the conditions that would let it grow up and hatch. And so they've got the baby bird parts in there, and you just eat the egg. Yep, not for me.
Yeah, that's not a thing I think I would partake in, but shout out to y'all if you'll do that.
Not for me. All right, we got anything else we want to get to today? Good episode.
I just want the people in Arian's life to tell him that pretzels are beloved.
I'm gonna ask my family and shit, because the polls apparently I don't have any black fans, bro.
To your point, me and Big T did quote tweet it almost immediately. So we may
but I don't think
we may have tainted the jury pool.
I honestly don't think I do. That's actually interesting. I actually don't think I do.
You think most fans of like the Houston Texans that knew you from your playing days?
Majority was Hispanic, white? A lot of white. I've never been like, because you got to think about it, dog. Like, black people are extremely like religious, like really very religious. And like, I'm an atheist. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm always like, I would always like cause controversy with shit I say. Like, I'm like a normal like. So like, people in general don't really fuck with me. So
You're a
I
Ron
probably don't
Paul
have it.
voter. That probably
Yeah, that
lost
probably,
you some
that probably lost me a lot of democratic respect. Now, that actually, it makes sense. Actually didn't expect much, but
You donated to Billy Football.
you know,
People were
that's
probably
crazy.
like,
That shit gonna come up on my resume like 20 years from now. Like, why did you donate to a Republican congressional candidate in District 3 of New
New
York?
York.
Imagine if he wins. Oh,
I can't even.
we're getting close.
We're getting
We're
I will say this though. I don't agree with most of what Billy says, but I think he would be a better candidate than the dude there now.
yeah. It's Mike LaPetrie.
Yeah, at THEMIKE
LI.
however you spell it. Let's that
Yeah.
shit.
It is again at THEMIKELIPETRI.
he's not the candidate, right? Or he's not the incumbent. He's running for the Republican nomination.
Correct. Yes. But he's the one that, again, Billy can't say.
Right.
But he might be. He's the only one whose ballots haven't been challenged, which is interesting.
I mean, it's definitely a little goofy going on, but
Has Billy sent the link to his press conference?
So he tweeted that it was. Oh, it starts in 5 minutes. He
Okay.
tweeted that it was going to be live on his Instagram.
Okay. Well, we got to tune in and watch that. But we will see you guys on Thursday. Love you guys.